Hi everyone, this is Heather from the Flourish.Academy, where our goal is to empower, educate, and elevate you to create a life that you love through the art and business of photography. Today, I'm joined by my good friend Leanne. Hi Leanne.
Hi Heather, thank you for having me.
Oh, it's wonderful that you're here. What we're going to do today is take a look at a website and offer some suggestions on things that might help improve.
Great, I'm excited to get into it.
Yeah, this is going to be good.
Okay, so we are here on this wonderful website. I love the branding.
It's beautiful.
First of all, the light pink and the gray, I feel really speak to modern seniors. I think that's a great branding decision on her part. I also think that her work is really pretty.
It's beautiful. Her senior work is unbelievable. Every photo that I've seen on her website is just more beautiful than the next.
And beautifully edited and wonderful contrast. I love it. I'm very drawn to her work for sure. So we are on the homepage right now. So this is the first page that you come to whenever you go to her URL. And one of the things that popped out to me right away was that the first date that I see is November 1st of 2015. And that was a couple of years ago.
That's been a while because as of this recording, we are into 2017.
Exactly. Yeah. So it was a couple of years ago. So what I would recommend first and foremost is taking those dates off of your blog posts. If you're not going to be updating your blog, because this is obviously the blog is set to be the homepage. If we scroll down, we can see the multiple posts. So I would choose to remove those dates from the blog posts if you're not going to be updating it on a consistent basis.
Or would you recommend either or, could she maybe create a homepage that's a landing page that then she has a link somewhere to her blog, just creating a separate page so that it's not as obvious that she hasn't posted in a while?
Yeah. So if she created a homepage, then she could display some of her galleries, or some of her gallery of work of her seniors, and then have a button at the top in her menu that says blog, and take you to this page essentially, and then remove those dates too, and then you'll be set and good to go.
Yep. Blogging isn't for everyone. So some people just aren't keeping up with their blog, and that's okay if that's part of your online strategy, I guess, but you should, in that case, consider having a homepage.
Exactly, and have your gallery work showing there on your homepage instead.
Right.
So taking a look at her menu across the very top of the site, we have a couple of different buttons that we can click on. And the first one, that's the next one over, is categories.
Whoa.
So that is a lot of categories.
A lot of categories.
And I think that the reason that this was put here was because she was essentially using her blog posts as portfolio in a way. So people could click on each of the categories and go see more work in that category. I would almost like to see galleries there instead, because one of the things that I noticed with her page is that the categories are listed at the top here, but they're also listed all the way at the bottom as well. So they can only really have to be in one place, and I would probably keep it at the bottom.
I think so. Remove it from the top. It's too much.
Remove it from the top. Just create a galleries link, if you will. And then also at the bottom, include your categories, and then just clean up this archive so it's a little bit shorter. Make that a drop-down list instead of a full list.
Yep.
The next link on her menu is this investment link. So let's take a look at what she has going on there.
So it looks like she doesn't really have pricing on her website, which is fine. That's a decision people make. I think it can be disheartening to a client because they're not quite sure, can I even afford you? So I would like to see at least something. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think that if she's not going to include anything, just get rid of that investment link altogether and just only put contact. Because if I'm a potential client, I'm clicking on that investment button thinking that I'm going to see a number. And really, I don't see anything there. The other thing that she might want to consider is that this link here, to click here to read about the true cost of custom photography, launches to a different web page. So essentially what she's doing is she's bringing clients to this investment page, not giving them the information that they might potentially be looking for, and then sending them to another website. So all in all, that is going to be a little distracting for potential clients. They definitely want to know about what she costs and want to know more about her. So you want to keep them there. You have their attention already.
You don't want to send them to a different website. And if I were a client, I would be thinking, oh, maybe I can't afford her. Because she doesn't have her price and she's trying to justify by posting this link. I mean, that's what it feels like. So I think removing that link, putting something there, or just removing the page altogether.
So what might make sense is to remove this investment page altogether. She doesn't want to put any numbers out there. Wait until somebody contacts her, send them her pricing information then, and then in that email or in a PDF if she has it, include a little bit of thing that she's written about the cost of custom photography. And that way it's coming from her. She's the expert on it. She's sending along her pricing at the appropriate time when she wants to, and it kind of all works out in the mind of the client.
Absolutely. That's a good approach.
The next section that she has available is testimonials. And I like having testimonials on web pages. I think that they add some validity to what you are doing. So here she has a couple of things of what her clients have said over the course of time. So I really like this. The one thing that I would do to just add to it to make it even more would be to add one of each client's photo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that way, if I'm a potential client coming to her site, I can see, oh, this is actually what Heather looks like. Yes. This is the photo that you made for Heather. And then this is what Heather had to say about it. That way they really feel like this is not something that you just made up. It's actually something that somebody really said.
Yeah.
So, just adding that little extra touch will maybe go a long way.
That's a great idea. I think having social proof on your website is really key because it shows that, I don't know, it just gives you legitimacy, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. The next link that she has available is the client's link. So that will take us to...
Oh, no. Oh, Leanne, what's happened?
Okay. So it looks to me like she was hosting galleries with Zenfolio.
Yes.
And that was the link to clients to access their galleries, but she's not anymore.
Just remove the link. Just remove it. Yeah.
Yeah. We just want to get rid of that because a broken link is going to break all trust.
Yeah. It doesn't
Look at that. I made that up. A broken link shall break all trust.
That's good.
Yes. So get rid of that broken link so that clients... are coming here and being like, oh, what's going on? Right. That's weird. Okay, the next section over is spokesmodels. So as a senior photographer, she's looking for people to represent her brand. So I think it's good to have some content on here that speaks to what you're looking for, what kind of spokesmodel you would like, and some of the requirements around it. And then you see down here, she has a click here to apply button. What would you add into this page?
I would say a few things. There's just a lot of text, and while it might be all necessary, I think I would break it up with some photos, and I would have 2 buttons. I would have a button maybe towards the top in the middle that says click to apply, and then one at the bottom that says click to apply. And I would just find a way to break it up, or maybe remove some of the information and include it as a PDF when they click to apply. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure exactly how much of it is critical to have. It does look like she updated it recently because I see that, you must be graduating in the class of 2018. So that's good. I think I would just, it's just a layout thing to me. I think it could be cleaner with less text, more images, but still convey the information that people need to have.
Right. I agree with you in putting maybe some of this content into a PDF or a follow-up email.
Right.
So you can give people the general gist. You have to be graduating in this class.
Right.
You have to be in my local area. You got to let me use your photos. But then above and beyond that, click here to apply, and then I'll tell you more.
Yes.
And filter them out that way. So that it's not as text heavy.
Yep.
Okay, great. So moving along, the last section that we have is the contact button. And this opens a separate contact section. So I believe this is a pro photo blog. That's what it looks like. Mm-hmm. And it opens this contact form. The only thing that I would say about these contact forms is sometimes I've seen them not work.
Right. It's because there's like a script involved with it in order for it to drop down. So you would prefer to see this as a page.
Right, exactly. And the other thing is that sometimes these required to prevent spam filters may not work so well if people just typo something and then get frustrated.
I have a great story about this. Recently, I had a mother of a bride attempt to contact me, and she sent me an email, and she said, Heather, I'm so sorry. I tried to fill out your form, and it didn't work. I'm attaching a screenshot. And I had the same question. What color is the sky? She lives in Pittsburgh with us. She typed gray. The color of the sky is gray. So the form wouldn't submit. And she spelled gray, Grey, and it can be spelled AY. So you're right about the spelling.
But that is hilarious because oftentimes the sky is gray.
It is.
In Pittsburgh. That's very funny. Yeah. So sometimes those required to prevent spam things may cause you to lose a client. So just be aware of them so that they don't break.
Yeah, I like that she does have her email and her phone number available. So that's good.
Yeah. I love that she has that available.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of which, we're on her contact page. This reminds me, I don't see a photo of her here, but I don't even see an about section.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I didn't. Now that you say that,
wow.
There's no about page. I think that is a big piece that she's missing out on the website. People want to know who they're working with, especially mothers of young girls.
Yes.
They really want to know, who is this person? Who are we going to be working with? Even if she wants to be a little bit more private on things, I think just including a photo and a little bit about how she connects with her photography work.
Yes.
Could be really important to potential clients. So including a photo, whether that be on this contact page or on a separate about page.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I read recently that your about page is the second most visited page on your website.
Yeah.
People want to know who they're going to pay.
Right.
I don't want to pay someone I can't connect with.
Right.
So.
Especially with custom photography where we're charging more than, say, just any studio that you go into.
Right.
So all in all, I think that her work itself is really beautiful. If you scroll through her blog, all of the blog posts that she has up, her work is stunning. I think that there are definitely some changes to make on the website. Get rid of those broken links, make things a little bit more clear, create a gallery page, and that'll really get all of these beautiful senior girls flocking to her photography work.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your advice, Leanne. We really appreciate your time.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
I hope that you found this useful. We'll see you in the next video.